Oh goodness. First 100 and we're over half of that 100 was ready. And nowhere for them to go. You guessed it, lambs are coming in for weighing. So there's been a bit of, shall we say, miscommunication. Away! And we haven't been kept a slot basically for next week. So that's frustrating. But anyway, so I'm going to go through them, and anything that is ready will be going in just over a week's time. So it won't be going Monday the 1st, it'll be going Monday the 2nd. You should know that because it's my birthday. But they will go in the following week. So I'm going to go through them, see what light we're sitting at. They killed out quite well that last time. So they killed out at 21.4s, and there was a few of them overweight, so over that 22 kilos. So I might have to readjust by picking again, see what like they are. They are going to go through that sort of growthy stage as opposed to fattening stage. So come by. So we'll see. Yeah, we'll see once I get a hand on them here today. See what like the weights are. That'll give me a better idea. The winter attire has returned. It is cold today. There is such a cold wind. And Dad's saying that it might get to like 2-3 degrees overnight these next couple of days. So great, it's just what we're needing. Awkward place ever, because obviously they're not used to it, so therefore it puts them off going past it. So they're being super threatened today, so I'm having to send Roxy around the side to try and chase a few of them up. Come by, good girl, come by, that'll do, Roxy, that'll do. Good girl. That'll do, Rox, that'll do. So it just gets them going, because if you get the first few going, then they all follow. So I've only just started going through the lambs, obviously. But this is the non-fat pen. There's my finger there. That's the fat pen. And I would say there's probably more in this side already. Oh dear. I think we might have a big draw on our hands. It's obviously good, that's what we want. We want lambs to continue to grow. But at the same time, it's obviously just not ideal when you have nowhere to put them. So that's frustrating. Hey ho, life goes on. because I think I'm going to send them to the mart live. because we'll just get paid. So we'll get paid either way. I mean, normally it's the abattoir that we send these guys to buy the lambs that are heavy anyway. So it's a bit backwards, but they have a market for them, and we also don't want to. Yeah, so we tend to buy them anyway, library. Which is frustrating. We then have to pay commission. So commission at the mart is for like some overhead. Gained a wee bit from that. I mean, the ewes that I sold this week through the mart, sold 26 ewes and £130 I think of it went on commission. So yeah, it goes away with a bit, but we need our marks, we need the market, so you kind of have to just accept it. So and just take the hit with commission as opposed to putting them to the abattoir and taking the hit on heavy carcasses. Am I right? Am I wrong? I don't know what's best to do it. I don't know. Everyone has their own opinions. Some people prefer just to put them straight to the abattoir and just take the hit there. Let me know. Let me know your thoughts. So anything that's got a mucky tail as well, I'm just giving it a tidy up with a ramble here. So, see, it's just a wee bit dirty. It's not fat, but it's here. I'm just going to tidy it up. There we go. Not perfect, but it does the job. So I've just done the first 100 there, 104 done. Gate 2, as you can see, there is 59 and they're averaging 45.2. And gate 1 has 44. So that's the first 100 and we're over half of that 100 was ready. I'm really concerned. I'm not concerned, but it's just typical. Typical. The 1 week out of the whole past 3 and a bit months that we've been sending lambs, the 1 week that we don't get a slot kept for us and we have a stupid amount ready. And just watch, I bet you next week when we do get a slot, the price will have dropped. Oh, that'll really annoy me if it has.
Here, back, 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 back.
My fat pen is filling up. Just about there.
Back, back, back. Get him up, get him up, get him up. Get him up. Get him up. Walk on. Walk on. Push, push.
So we've got 262 averaging 44.7 and 257 averaging 37.4. Oh goodness. So as expected, I've got a lot of fat lambs. Oh god, typical, and nowhere for them to go next week. So yeah, some of those, it's saying that it's 525, but some of them didn't have tags, so it's obviously not counted them because I asked it to go with EID. I should have asked it to go without. But roughly half of what we've got left is ready. So you can see there, 262 lambs. Right, it was a good drop. These were the ewes that were running with the lambs because they were a wee bit leaner. So I've pulled them out now just to give them a chance to recover, because there was a couple of them I noticed were actually still sucking. And then this one here, that's my wee hoggy that lambed. So I've weaned her today because her lamb is in the fat pen. So yeah, he'll be going, well, won't be next week. She's done a good job. He's weighing 45.2 kilos. So yeah, she's done a good job of him. Come by, come by, come by, come by. So yeah, just gonna put these ewes out. So my big batch of lambs are heading off farm early tomorrow morning. So I'm just away to go and take them in now and run through their tags, make sure everyone's got their tags and everyone is there, give them a count. And then I'm going to keep them inside overnight, keep them dry, empty them out a bit. And yeah, they'll be heading off tomorrow. So I'm not sure timing yet, I'll need to find that out. But very strange noise. So yeah, not sure timing yet, but I'll need to find that out. And then get the paperwork done and get them loaded up and away. So slight change of plan. We ended up agreeing that we would send the whole lot of lambs down the road in an Arctic. So the slightly heavier ones that I was marking and picking out ended up not going live to the mart. They are in this batch to head south as well. So we're sending off over 300 this week. Load of tags, taggers. Just gonna run through and make sure they should all be tagged, but classic sheep, they lose their tags, put their head in a fence and all that kind of jazz. So just gonna go and check that. How awful is this? I've had to put the lights on because it has turned so dark outside because the rain is about to come on. It's September. It's like 5 o'clock at night. Why do I need lights on? It's also so cold, I've had to put my headband on. Anyway, right. Let's go bash this out. Glad I got them in dry because I feel like it's about to absolutely pelt it down. And then I've got lambs to put down the road as well to that fresh bit of reseeding too. I don't know if you can hear that. That's the rain currently pounding off the roof. the last of the lambs now heading down to a fresh park just slightly further down the road. I'm gonna leave them here, and then I'm not sending lambs again until the end of September. Hopefully get a good draw out of this again and see what we're left with after that. But there's just under 300 left here, and that's all the lambs that we're left with. So hopefully next time get a nice big draw, and yeah, we'll take it from there. I'm just putting these down the road and trying to keep them moving, because obviously we're holding up some traffic here, so just wanting to try and keep them going and get them into the field. That one decided that he wanted to be a little bit awkward, but I just held rocks back there for him to see the others and rejoin them again. We're going away tomorrow. We've just given them a bit of fresh bedding because the weather's so awful. I'm taking them inside to keep them in, make sure they're dry for tomorrow. So just giving the pens a bit of a bed just to try and keep them a bit cleaner. Float will be arriving early tomorrow to come and lift them, and then they're heading south. So hopefully they'll enjoy their night inside. It's bloody cold. A few more pets heading off as well in the float this morning. So we've got another 41 going here. And then we've moved them out of this shed because we're using it for calving, obviously. Pop them across to this shed where there's about 30 left. A lot of them at 36, 37, 38. So hopefully get another draw of them next couple of weeks. But yeah, another good batch of weight. Right. Let's get these lambs across. Put that gate in the way. And get them all out the big door at once. Hey Rox, you come with me? Here, Rox, here. Here. Right. Come on then, lammies. Fair day ahead. I'm definitely glad we bedded this last night. That'll do, Rox, that'll do. Float's here, ready to start loading. So you can see there that that's the floors for all the different levels up the top there. And then they just drop them as and when they need to come down. So the lambs run in and then the floor is lifted up as opposed to having to go up a steep ramp. So it works quite well, the lambs run a lot better. So we've got pet lambs and all mixed in here now, getting them loaded up. So the float driver's working out how many he wants per section, and then we're picking out that number and then we're getting them loaded. So we're wanting to make sure they've also got plenty of room, but obviously that they're not too loose because we need to fit them all in. So these guys are heading to Stirling, and then thereafter they'll be changing and heading further down the road towards Wales. So there'll be plenty of breaks for them, there'll be plenty of space, they'll be well looked after. So yeah, heading down the road, we've got a bit of a journey ahead of them. Last couple lots to go. So again, you can see the floor coming down there. So the last two lots will be going onto two different levels. So this float has 4 different decks for sheep. So the door is shut and then the floor is lifted up. The lambs in it. So you'll see they start to move up shortly. There we go. So that's the floor moving up with the lammies on it. And it'll only go so far because you can see the next floor is there. So it'll go so far, it'll click and then it drops a wee bit just to lock in. All loaded up, ready to head south. Still get a break when they get to Stirling. Get checked, get off. Well, I've heard that the lambs made it safely down the road to the abattoir. I obviously was a bit worried sending them to a new location, you know, further away than what we usually send them, different grading system, etc. So I was a bit worried, and I got a phone call on the morning after we sent them, and I seen Stuart's name pop up on my phone, and I did panic. I thought, oh gosh, what's happened? I was totally expecting the worst. But actually, it was a lovely phone call. He was phoning to let us know that the procurement officer from the abattoir wanted us to know that they were there safely. They were a tremendous batch of lambs. He said they were presented really well, and he just wanted to let us know that he reckoned that they were the best batch of lambs he's seen this year. So, yeah, I mean, I was speechless. I was speechless at just how lovely and thoughtful it was for someone to reach out and to say that. Obviously, you know, we like to produce quality stock, and when someone else recognises that and takes the time to let you know, it was very appreciated. It was lovely. So that was really good to hear and know that they got down safely. So we ended up sending 318 down in the float. So it was fine to get that batch away and off the ground, because obviously we're still busy calving and tupping is fast approaching. So it's fine to get a few more mouths off the ground and let the grass get a bit of a break, a bit of recovery before it's needed again. The weather is still absolutely awful. It's very cold now. We've had some touches of frost, and we are still waiting to get started to harvest. Hopefully, weather's looking slightly better next week, so hopefully we'll get a start to it. And yeah, see what happens, but we'll watch this space. Anyway, thanks as always for watching. I hope you have enjoyed it. Please feel free to give it a wee like and subscribe to keep up to date with everything that I'm getting up to. And feel free to check out my website for any merch. Thanks again. We'll see you in the next one.